Hello everyone, in this video we will be looking at the tool called Nikto. Nikto is a web scanner tool which can scan websites and provide with extra bit of information and used by many bug bounty hunters to automate the process of gathering some extra information from the website. Nikto can perform comprehensive tests against web servers for multiple security threats, including over 6,700 potential dangerous files and programs. Nikto can also perform checks for outdated web server software and version specific problems. Nikto was written and maintained by Sulo. It is written in Perl and was originally released in late 2001. There are many features of this Nikto. Some are like it checks for outdated server components, scan multiple ports on a server using the multiple port scanner command, or multiple servers via input file. It saves reports in plain text, XML, HTML, NBA, or CSV. It is able to perform dictionary attack, find SQL injection, XSS, and other common vulnerabilities in the web servers. It identifies installed softwares like via headers, favicons, or files. It gets subdomains and show page content and content hashing. Now we will see how to install it. First we will see how to install it on Windows. Now we will type like Nikto download. Uh, so here is in the first website like Eponic Nikto free download, and we can download it from here like free download, and it will be start downloading. And in Mac there is other process, and in this video we will see how to download and work on Nikto in Kali Linux. So we come here, command prompt, and we will type the command sudo apt get install Nikto. We have to give the sudo permission, root permission, so that it gets installed. Kali, so it's installing. It will take few minutes, but it is a very good tool and it works on command line. And it's very easy to use, like the commands are very simple and easy. So it will take few minutes. So you can see that it is Nikto tool is downloaded in our Kali's Linux. Now we will see some commands. So Nikto help. So these are the some options or commands that used in Nikto, like ask command is used to get the submitting updates like yes, no. Then config command is used to configure a file. Display is used to turn off the display output like show, redirect, debug outputs. Cookies received, verbose output. Then db check is used to check database and other key files for the syntax errors. Evasion is to encoding technique, like which encoding technique we want to use. Then format is like which format you have to save, like it's important for penetration tester to save a file. So we can choose in which format we want to save it. It can be like HTML format, JSON format, NSS NVA format, XML format, or in plain text. And this is the help command we have used. Then other is the host command. It is the most important command. Without this command, like Nikto cannot scan a server, like we have to target any host or server from which we have to scan. So this is the host command. This is the id, the host authentication to use the formal id pass. It's ipv4 ipv6 command. Then key, client certificate key file. Plugins, it lists all the plugins and perform no testing. Maximize the testing time because it's mutate guess for password files like per dictionary attacks and all. Then no lookup, disable, it disables the DNS lookup. Then no 404 means it check out the errors like 404 errors, it filters it. Then this is the option command. Then output, pause, plugins, Port is to specify the port number if you want to scan on the particular port. Then it's a root command. Then save. Then SSL. If the website is SSL enabled, then it will scan. It will get to know that this SSL website, so it will run the force SSL mode. And tuning, scan tuning. Then user timeout. URL target host that we have to. If there is no IP, then we can also specify the website name like www.nikto.com. Its URL. Then version. Then 404 and this. So now we'll be looking out some the basic commands of the Nikto. Nikto space minus h. It's minus h is like host. We are specifying the host. Now I'm taking the host like Metasploit IP. So it's 192.168.162. Okay, 192.168.56.103, and we'll be seeing what other what other vulnerability scans for. It's working on Apache 2.2.8, the newest version. 2.4.54 is the newest version. It's giving some information about the sites. It's finding some icons like directory indexing found. It tells about the basically this tool is very easy to use than other tools. Like many other tools have like GUI, but this is on the command line prompt. So we have to only specify the host and what on which port we have to scan. So port number, and we have to save file, then output save file. So yes, we are getting PHP admin documentation .html, and so it's completed. So it has scanned the many. It has scanned the host like 192 and given the many details about it. Like we can see it's working on the server 2.2.0 Apache. Is the STB returns valid response with junk STB method which may cause false positives. STB trace method is active which suggests the host is vulnerable to XST. It's saying that the host is vulnerable to XST, so we can, and has also given the website so we can read about it. Like in web community attacks, cross-site tracing. Then directory indexing found. The doc directory is vulnerable. Then we can PHP admin. We have opened that web juice. Cross-site tracing. It has a what exactly XST and how it is vulnerable to our host. We can read about this like examples. Then we can see other vulnerabilities like PHP admin documentation. This is for managing MySQL database and should be protected or limited to authorized hosts, where all the database documents are saved. And so it has taken, so it takes 64 seconds to scan my host. Now if we want to scan on the particular port, we can also specify that like Nikto minus host, specifying host 192.168.56.103, and specifying the particular port, like we want to scan on port 80 HTTP. So we can specify that, and it will only take the port 80, like on that port what all vulnerabilities are there. So it will only see the HTTP. Like we have seen previous that it is host is vulnerable to XST, and the word site is on the PHP. So this output from the PHP info was found. So it's scanning other, and there is a PHP is installed and a test script which runs PHP info was found. This gives a lot of system information. It is gives it more. If you want to learn about more, then we can go to CWE 552. CWE 552, and it will give the brief about it, like what basically it is and what file and directories is accessible. So like that, likewise. So it's completed, and it is only for the port 80 what all vulnerabilities or what all information are there. So it's basically important if we are doing a penetration testing, so it is basically important to make a report for it, and to save all these information vulnerabilities we have to save it in a file. So in Nikto there is a command which saves all this file in a file format which we want, like Nikto specifying the host, like 192.168.56.103, and specifying the port number if you want to specify, like I'm specifying like port number 80, and we have to store the output like result in the file format txt, the plain text format. So it is scan and just store it in the file format txt. We can also specify the location we want to store, like we have to store in download, then we can do the command like cd downloads, then go to the that download page and store it there. So I am storing it in like only. So it's scanning again as it is storing the content in the for txt format, file format. So it's done. Now we can see the ls command, and we can see that its result, the result is stored in the file name result. uh, if we want to read that file, then we can say cat command to read the file, and we can see that all the output or result is stored in the file. So now if we want to scan a domain with SSL enabled, for domains with like HTTPS enabled, then we can specify with the SSS flag. So we can do that Nikto specifying the host, 192.168.56.103, and specifying the SSL. Zero or test, because it's not a perfect website, so it will not uh, give the result as SSS enabled. And so if we want to scan the anomalously like using Nikto, then we can use the proxy chain command, like proxy chains Nikto specifying the host again, and like something 192. As proxy chain is enabled, like we if you it will scan the website without anonymously. And if you want to ignore the HTTP codes like 404, then we can use the command Nikto. Like we can test on some website, like we can test on the Nikto website only. Sorry, like Nikto. Now we can specify on the, so it's no permission given, so we cannot specify any other websites. 03. Export or we are specifying on for code like 404. It is ignoring like certain HTTP code, and in this we have selected 404, so it is ignoring the 404 code error and specifying the results, further results. And it is displaying the result with filtering the 404 error. So it had tested all the vulnerabilities and with filtering of the 404 error. Now if we want to scan, if we have selected like in above commands, we have selected the port number like 80, but if you want to scan on multiple ports, then it is also a command like we can specify on multiple ports like Nikto, specifying the host 168.56.103, specifying the port like can be 44, 80 or 22 furthers. Need to scan for the all three ports. It takes some time and show the result to show the result. It's icon indexing found icon. So it has tested the host. So these were the basic commands of Nikto. Now if we want to see the or further commands, we can also see the Nikto cheat sheet. Nikto cheat sheet, we can type it on the Google, and the first is form comparitech. This is basically the cheat sheet of the Nikto. All the commands are written here, like what type of, if you want to scan a particular host, then IP address, then Nikto H, and if specify the port which we have done it for targeting host specific target port for multiple ports like port number 1, port number 2. Then Nikto host, the host name, and the maximum scan time. We can define the time like how many times for scan. Scan until Nikto host until to scan the duration. Host vhost for host header. No 404 for HTTP 44 guessing, like skip the HTTP 404 error. Then no SSL, stop using SSL during scan. For SSL, forced to use SSL. Update to that updates the engine plugins. DB check to check the database. The hostname and output file to store a output file in a file format, so that again we can see the vulnerabilities further. We can scan via proxy, like proxy IP address. In config, used to specify the file as a database. No lookup to stop DNS lookup for host. No cache to stop caching responses for scans. Another is for like hostname and tuning option. We get like option is given, from which option we can select any option, and it is specified that for 6 it is denial of service. For second is default file misconfiguration. And further there is also option display options, like 1 for display redirect, 2 for display cookies, 3 for display 200 OK response, like it is all good. And these are the host format, in which format we have to save the file. It can be CSV format, HTML format, TXT, that is plain text format, XML format. So this was all about the Nikto tool, and like, thank you.